So when I spoke with the president about that, I said, I know him personally. I would like to speak with him about the merits of bringing this case with the United States as a plaintiff. He said, go ahead and do it. I redrafted the complaint. I tried to call up A.G. Rosen, or then acting A.G. Rosen. Quite frankly, it was very difficult to get a hold of him for a couple of days. And this is around right after Christmas. I finally was able to get a hold of him, and I explained the case. We had a wonderful discussion just catching up on old times, and then we discussed some legal theories, Supreme Court case law that showed there was standing. And I said, I need an answer by tomorrow because time is of the essence. And so we set up a call, and he was on the phone, and then there was another deputy AG by the name of Donahue. And if you want to go to the next slide, I'm going to give you a letter that was sent to him by Pennsylvania State Senator Doug Mastriano on December 28th. And this is the day that I had that call with acting AG Rosen and Deputy AG Donahue. This letter was 4 pages listing out illegal voting, potentially fraudulent voting, violations of law in Pennsylvania that Doug sent AG Donahue. And I asked him in that call if he had received it, and he said yes. One of the issues that was identified in this letter was there were over 205,000 more votes than Pennsylvania had recorded of voters. And there's an express statute in Pennsylvania
There's
law.
a law against that,
There's
Kurt?
a law against that.
What?
Yeah. The law says you cannot certify any vote in a district in which the votes don't reconcile with the number of voters. And I'm not talking registered voters. There's what's called a full voter export under the Pennsylvania system, which shows who showed up to actually vote. So the number of people who actually showed up to vote as recorded by Pennsylvania, there were at this time 205,000 more votes. What isn't known is that on November 24th, when Secretary Boockvar certified that vote, there were over 700,000 more votes than people who were recorded as voting. The excuse was that the counties had not finished reporting and there was a delay. That was their excuse. But the law is very clear. You don't certify until this is investigated and reconciled. But there was this, and I'll call it a bum rush again, to certify. But Donahue knew about all of this.
Right.
The conversation that we had was markedly different than the tone that I had with Jeff Rosen, acting AG Rosen, the night before.
Right.
It was very cold. They said they were just there to listen. They were not going to ask questions. And it was very clear that they were not going to pursue this case. When I got off, I informed the president of that conversation. And then it kind of died. The case was not brought. During a subsequent investigation by the House Oversight Committee that was looking into this, investigating the president and all these circumstances, an email was produced in which acting AG Rosen called the idea insane.
Wow.
And so,
are you hearing this, everybody?
And the reason why I was perplexed by that is because, as I said earlier, 4 Supreme Court justices had said in the Republican Party versus Boockvar that changing state election law by, in that case, a court, a non-legislative actor, would likely succeed in the claim on violating the Constitution. This is not anything but insane,
right.
But it illustrates that there was this complete blackout on doing anything about election fraud.
That's, as in a